What skill sets are most useful in application security? Empathy. When you work in application security, you're basically half on the developer team and half on the security team. And you have to make sure that you prioritize both of those teams all the time and their mandates. So the security team's trying to do CIA. They want to protect the confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of the systems and the data, while the developers are trying to create kick-ass new code. They want to add all the new features. They want to delight their customers and make sure their software does all the things it's supposed to and more. And those two priorities can conflict sometimes. So it's really important that you're able to talk to both teams, understand where they're coming from, and somehow find compromises and solutions. Another really important thing that you need if you work in AppSec is communication skills. You can't write the same message to a security team as you can to a developer team every time. For instance, let's say the security team decides they want to make session IDs ephemeral, which means short-lived. You can't tell a developer team, from now on, session IDs will be ephemeral. That is vague and makes no sense. They should be short-lived. What do you mean? What a developer wants to know is it should be 128 characters. It should destroy itself after logout or window close. It should replace it, etc., etc. They want specific requirements so they can make it a reality. But you can say to the security team, yeah, we're going to add some requirements to make the session IDs ephemeral from now on and auto-destruct. Great. It's really important that you know how to communicate with both teams, and sometimes you end up sort of translating, if that makes sense. So sometimes the developers will say, but this, that. If you don't understand how the system development lifecycle works and what their current priorities are, then when you go talk to the security team, you don't even know what to say. So it's very important that you have good communication skills, that you have empathy, and then of course, you need to have great technical skills. You need to be able to understand what they need from you. You need to be able to understand, for instance, let's say you buy a new tool. You're probably going to need to implement it. You're probably going to need to create proof of concepts of lots of different security tools because vendors will tell you it does this really well when in fact, this tool might work way better for your office than these other two tools once you test them out, right? And you don't want to put this all on the hands of the software developers. They have things to do too. You also need technical skills so that you can explain things. So for instance, the security tool found these things wrong. And then the developer says, what's that? Why is that important? You need to be able to explain the risk to your business. You need to be able to explain, for instance, oh, this is why this is cross-site scripting and this is injection and here's how they're similar, but here's how they're different. And this is the fix for this one. That's the fix for that one. If you can't understand those technical concepts, you aren't going to be a great application security professional. There's still lots of awesome jobs you could do. For instance, you could do a subset of the AppSec activities. Like you could do a lot of really cool threat modeling. You could do a lot of cool project management, procurement, other things that are very, very important jobs. But the application security engineer as a whole really needs empathy, communication, and technical skills.